Hi everybody and welcome back to another Legends of Runeterra video and gameplay. Today I have a pretty exciting deck, at least I feel that it is. This is Elite Cithria, a Garen and a JARVAN deck with Cithria of the Clouds. So normally when we see Cithria of the Clouds, I guess not normally, but traditionally we have seen it in kind of a more heavily Shadow Isle centered deck. And then also alternatively we've seen it kind of with Shyvana and Dragons, but there's Mask Mother, there's healing with things like the Dark Water Scourge, and then also with Radiant Guardian. But we're kind of shifting away from that today. We're going more into the elite synergy with Jarvan and Garen. Jarvan just has, I would say, he's underperformed, and hopefully they do a little bit more buffing to this archetype during or in the next expansion, where they promise to switch some of the champions up and to buff some of the archetypes. I really hope that they do. There seems to be a lot of cool synergy with elite units, but maybe it's just the meta at the moment and being aggro, where kind of mid-range decks just don't find a whole lot of play and use and wins. But the elite package seems really interesting, and that's what we're going for today. We're going more for elite synergy with Cithria of the Clouds rather than with kind of the healing, more Shadow Isles heavy Cithria of the Clouds decks that we've seen in the past. So that's kind of the justification here. That's what we're doing. And we're also including 2 off of Ardent Tracker, which is a pretty cool card. In like, the concept seems pretty cool. I will say it doesn't really fit into a lot of decks, and the reason for that is because it is a scout. A lot of its cost is going into this scout mechanic, but it doesn't really fit into scout decks because there aren't a ton of elite scouts. We've got this one, and we've got the Green Fang Warden, and then that's basically the only elite units that you're including in scout decks, and so we don't really get any benefit of getting this card out earlier by summoning elite units. But in this deck, we're trying it out. Only 2 of them, and we have enough elite synergy and enough of a stat buff to this card through things like Cithria of the Clouds that we make some good use out of it, and it's possible to get this to be a very cheap card that can attack twice and do some massive damage to people with Challenger and with a doubled stat line. So pretty cool. So what else are we running in this deck? So like I said, more elite synergy. So we have a full set of Stalking Shadows from Shadow Isles because we want to be able to pull reliably Cithria of the Clouds and Spectral Matron. If we can get multiple of those in our hand, it's very easy to get them out and cheat them out earlier. We're also running a full set of Oblivious Islander for that very reason, as well as a full set of Mobilize. We can fill up our hand with cards through Stalking Shadows, and then have a really good Mobilizing and reduce the cost of a ton of our units. But yeah, everything else is pretty much elites at this point. So we've got Cithria of the Clouds. I guess I did one off of Egghead Researcher. I had another spot for a unit and decided to go Egghead Researcher. I actually kind of like including this just because it is a little bit more card generation. An early game card that can be put out as a blocker as well if we don't find early game cards. So Egghead Researcher, and it produces a dragon in hand, which works really well with Cithria of the Clouds. Alright, so then we got Vanguard Defender, Green Fang Warden as an elite, Vanguard Redeemer for card draw is also an elite, Garen, Ardent Tracker, Jarvan the 4th, and then Cithria of the Clouds. So those are all of our elites. We can look here real quickly in the card distribution. All we have is 10 spells, so this is a fairly unit-heavy deck, and putting out our cards on curve is very important. So mulliganing appropriately is usually very important, and yeah, we're just trying to get out our cards early, have a healthy board, cheat out the Spectral Matron with Cithria of the Clouds a little early, and then win the game. So that's about it. Yeah, and I have some pretty awesome gameplay today. This has been a super fun deck to play. I don't think that is any better than the more heavily Shadow Isles style deck with Cithria of the Clouds, especially with the lifesteal. We do miss out on that a little bit, but we still have a fun time. This has been a pretty cool deck to run. So if you guys enjoy this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and we will see you tomorrow. Thanks. Alright, we are going against JARVAN CITHRIA. Zoe, Shyvana, Aurelian Soul. Alright, this could be a little bit better of a hand. just a little bit better, especially since, you know, I'd like to use Mobilize next round. That'd be great. If we end up drawing another card here, another unit, if we draw a spell, we probably will have to play Cithria. Oh, okay, never mind. That is pretty good. I like that we have the turn 2 action as well, so we're able to use Mobilize and then put down Cithria. For 0 mana for us. Ooh, okay, pretty good. I like that. Got a 7 cost Spectral Matron coming out on the same turn as... that sucks a little bit. Coming out on the same turn as the Eclipse Dragon, if they have it. I think we pass here. If he wants to trade with the Dragon card Lieutenant, that is fine. If not, I'm also fine with that. And we are just going to put down the Garen now and see if he has Concerted Strike, which he might. I'm not going to attack here. I think it's very likely that he could have multiple... Yeah, that's not good. Let's go like this. I want to protect the Garen, especially since Spectral Matron's coming out this next round. Okay. Yeah, this is exactly what I want. Perfect. Now what? In some cases, this might be an automatic surrender. Alright, we're gonna pull like this. This is a big hit. We probably use Stalking Shadows this next round and look for another Spectral Matron, and that would be ideal. Be really nice. I'm not too worried about Judgment. I guess we should have ordered this one last, I guess. This will get buffed up. Okay. I mean, this Spectral Matron really makes it hard for him to do, like, Aurelian Soul. We'll see what he does here, and we're getting pretty close to a level up for Garen now, too. Yeah, we probably go for Stalking Shadows here and look for a Spectral Matron. Why would you pull that in, though? Okay. It's like I understand why he's doing it, but look at what he has to I guess we could go Island Navigator. Nah, we're just gonna go for Cithria of Clouds again. I mean, getting these two is really nice. And we have the. Just make sure that I don't have an ephemeral unit here. I mean, this is the play. Pretty much every time. Yeah. I mean, he knows I've got it, right? I've used it once. It's an 8-cost card because of the mobilizes. Like, there's nothing that he can do there. Not really. Once I get all of those guys out. So, pretty cool combo there. We got, I mean, the Spectral Matron on turn 6 is kind of trolly. That's not going to happen every time, but I mean, it really worked out well for us this game. Alright, we are going against this is going to be a Moon Temple, whatever the heck it's called, deck. I'm going to get rid of Concerted Strike. I'm going to keep everything else, though. 2 Stalking Shadows. I don't really like that. I like the Egghead Researcher. That gives us, you know, a decent curve on turn 2, and then potentially a early mid-game dragon that we can use. I mean, we have decent amount of cards in our hand too, to be honest. Like with between Stalking Shadows and Naked Researcher, like this is pretty nice. One card that we don't want is Catherine, but like it wouldn't be awful because if we end up drawing or creating a Catherine, we could always summon that with the Spectral Matron as well. So there we go. All right, so this is shaping up to look pretty good here. I have a decent shot of drawing the Cithria with Stalking Shadows, and we're probably going to do that this next round here, unless we end up drawing Cithria of the Clouds here. Then we probably... What has he got here? Okay, I was going to say, this isn't like a dynamic deck, though. Forgot it was a Phalios. Moon Temple of Phalios. Yeah, I think we just go for this and try to find Cithria. We don't find her, unfortunately. I mean, I think it's Vanguard Redeemer. Just for card draw. Got 3 of them now. I gotta keep track of which one's ephemeral. Alright, we'll say okay. Can't really attack with his Aphelios, and we're just gonna block here. Okay, let's try to find Cithria. Ah, okay. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So I think what we want to do is discount the Spectral Matron, which we are going to do.
Sure is dark, eh?
I'm not going to attack here. I want to attack or defend, use my units when I can play the Vanguard Redeemers, just to get more card draw. Oh my gosh, it's so good. It's so good. Oh man, that was so good. Alright, one thing we do need to be a little bit wary of is that we are in, or they are in Targon, so hushes and things, which, are going to be potentially catastrophic for our buffed units. That's interesting, isn't it? Go to the second Vanguard Redeemer here and just draw another card. Just basically replenish our whole hand and perfect. Have a full board with big units. Oh, man. He does have a stun, doesn't he? Just use it on... Oh man. We didn't even get to finish. I mean, he could have stunned if he really wanted to with the Spectral Matron there, but darn. Yeah, that just worked out so well. That mobilize was beautiful. I don't have any other word to describe that mobilize other than the word beautiful. And we had, a full board when we put down Cithria. It just worked really well. Alright, we're going against a Karma Ezreal deck. Not super popular, like, in the last year, but, I mean, it had potential, so we'll see what happens with it. I think we get rid of Golden Aegis. We keep Mobilize and Garen. Concerted Strike, I don't really like to see that with the Mobilize already in hand. I'd rather there be a unit. And end up getting Vanguard Redeemer. We're okay stocking up here, too. I'm not really in any hurry to play unit. Still don't really care, I don't think. We'll wait one more turn, try to draw one more unit before playing the Mobilize, and it pays off, so glad we did it. I'm gonna say okay, I'm actually not gonna play a unit again. No, I am.
I'll write my own story.
What are the chances? I think I can pass here. What are the chances he's got Thermogenic Beam? Pretty high. Pretty high. We're gonna block here and take 4 damage, and we're gonna put down the Vanguard Redeemer. Wow, we drew all 3 Jarvans. All three. And the bad thing is, it pulls out the most expensive. I think it starts from the right, and that sucks. Because I'd much rather use the less expensive one. Come on, let me move it. Let me move it. Oh, okay, it did take the least expensive one. Interesting. Hey, not bad. We're gonna wait. We should have one more mana to use Concerted Strike. 1 of 4. I mean, he's gotta have spells by now, right? Let's play Garen. There's a chance that we can get Spectral Matron here. That's fine. I think we have to be okay with this, honestly. Let's pass. I think he's going to have removal. Oh, okay. Why not? Okay. We're gonna search for Spectral Matron. Really want it. There we go. There we go. Perfect. Really good. I guess he could have. What could he have? He could have, I don't know. Ooh, lifesteal. Interesting. I'm fine with this. This levels up my Jarvan, doesn't it? Yeah. He could have had very randomly a, what's it called? I can't remember what it's called. The like 12 cost card that recalls everything but one unit. We got Cataclysm now, though. He knows we've got Cithria, too. What's he searching for? He's searching for Karma?
Demacians, bring down the skies!
Has to be Karma. What's he got? This is a lot of damage.
I thought you'd never ask.
Better do your 1 damage, Ezreal.
Shot, all skill.
Corporation game. Alright. We probably will use the Garen to strike.
My spirit is an unquenchable fire.
That goes through stuns as well, and he's used 2 of them now, so there's a good chance he doesn't have them. Yeah, I think we're just going to attack with our most powerful units.
Descend upon them!
Don't really care about the Ezreal. We're going to pull like this, and he's got to make a decision. I mean, he's got to stop all 3 of these, first of all. Second of all, if he stops these 3, there's a good chance he can't stop, like, my unit from killing his. And on top of that, now I've got Garen's Judgment too, so I can just... I've got a lot of play around here. I can follow that up with a Cataclysm. Minus 64. So yeah, if he doesn't... I just have a lot of work around here. If he's got a way to protect his unit. Every single one of these units is also doing more than enough damage to kill the Nexus as well in one hit, even if he's got the ability to heal his Nexus to 20, which he probably doesn't. Wow. He's just going for a straight up win. So this will prevent the Ezreal level up.
Justice!
It was close. Like, he almost did it. Just went for straight up Nexus damage. But not quite. Not quite.
The skies, Knights of Demacia.
Judgment was the only thing that prevented us from losing that game. Alright, Yasuo, Leona, Targon, Ionia. I've actually, this has been picking up for some reason, like whatever reason. I don't really know what the reason is. Because I would think that Malphite would be a little bit more interesting to people as opposed to Leona. But I mean, there's a little bit more support with Leona with the Solari Sunhawk and the Eye of the Raharok, so maybe that's why people are interested. Let's go Egghead Researcher. For now, oh, I like the Light Flame Protector here. This is nice. This is really nice. Mobilize is good. Question is, do I want to do... I think we go for Stalking Shadows before Mobilize. We just get more value out of it, and there's a chance we pull Spectral Matron. Very good chance that we you know, find Spectral Matron. Okay, we don't. Oblivious Islander is a good second, though, helping us get our Cithria out on turn 7. We're gonna say okay. If he wants to attack, that's fine. If not, then whatever. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just want to make sure we're not overdrawing. Come on, Spectral Mage. Alright. Now the question is, do we play Oblivious Islanders or do we... I think we go White Flame Protector here. This is good because this, if he's got Yasuo, we can still attack with this guy. He doesn't have a good blocker for it. Okay, it's fine.
Here's our chance.
Gotta keep track of which one's ephemeral. We also want units out, so let's go like this. And in the round, we still can't kill the White Flame Protector. Oh man, another one. That's really good.
Is a leaf's only purpose
Really good. I think we go Garen, don't we? Maybe, yeah, I think we go Garen here. I think it's Garen.
for justice, for democracy.
Unfortunately, I have to play that before the Mobilize, but
Then there's you.
Garen has regen, so if he wants to attack with the Yasuo, he's going to have to preemptively stun him. Oh, perfect. That is so good. So good.
With me.
You're going to see him stunning the White Flame Protector and then blocking Garen with the Beyblade Twirler. Or just both of them. I don't know that I like that too much.
Now who's got the upper hand?
He doesn't deal damage really to either of them.
And die.
not in Noxus, so it's not like he can take these guys out. Really?
Stay resolute.
Alright, nice. What is this, the weakest? Man, I wish I had a rally.
Oh, hello there.
Still can't attack here.
Hey, what's that?
Perfect.
Overboard?
Yeah, do we go for Vanguard Redeemer over Cithria? I think we do. I think we do. I'm actually gonna go like this first. It's fine.
My sword is yours to command.
No doubt. Only victory.
I'd be smart here.
As they protect us.
So I'm replacing this guy because he'll be the weakest, right? Along with the ACAT researcher, and the Yasuo will not okay. I'm okay with this if he wants to do that.
For the king.
I think we pass. No. So he'll get the level up. So we're actually going to play the Ardent Tracker here. We, I think, actually go for the non-ephemeral Cithria. Anyway, we're playing Ardent because he's going to take out the Green Vein Warrior. And unless we get a super good spell here. Now I wish he'd have killed my unit. Oh, yeah.
With Demacia in our hearts, we fly.
It's good for some really interesting things out of this guy. Okay, that's fine by me.
Find the trail.
Okay. Completely fine with that. Go like this. Go like this. And I guess we'll just... Actually, no. If he's got a recall, I think it's actually more important to get rid of the stun. We're gonna target the Yasuo with the Fury unit. And we can play these other cards here now. So that's good, that's fine. He'll have to play another Yasuo here. We actually will probably play Stalking Shadows before playing the Spectral Matron in case we get something crazy good here. I could see him just going for another Obliterate spell. Potentially for the sisters as well.
Warms the heart and lights the way.
Man, that's just... It's just way too good to pass up on like a third Spectral Matron here. It's just way too good. I just can't. Yeah, like... It's just way too good not to take the Spectral Matron there. I'm going to open attack there because of the Jarvan as well. And then probably the next round, my defensive turn would have played the other Spectral Matrons and just, you know, buffed up my board even more. And not much that he's going to be able to do there. this deck has actually outperformed my expectations. It's been super fun to play.